Welcome everyone to today's stream. We are playing Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force number 2 with Japanese voices. I should add that to the stream title because that is a cool thing. Alright. I have started playing this very recently. I have not altered my deck in any way. I basically have the start deck. You start with 40 cards in the main deck and 15 side deck cards. I swapped some of them around to make the deck that I thought was best, the deck that I thought would be would work best with my playstyle. I'm having some fun with it. I have found some other cards that I could use to upgrade, for example Mystical Elf for extra defense, or Mystical Mariner for decent attack, Yomi Ship for destruction. I do not intend to use any of them yet, because I would want to use this starter deck for a while, have some extra challenge. Maybe lose a few duels, like I'm not doing this to lose duels, but I want to have some fun with this starting deck. Let's go to story mode. Unlike in Tag Force 1, here you start with a tag partner immediately, and I hadn't fought against any of them yet. But I think I did know at that point, because you have one intro duel or something, or just looked at the starting deck, I don't remember. But I knew I had an Earth-based deck, and I had Giant Rats, and I thought, hey, Hassleberry has Dinos, so my Giant Rats can work with his cards. That's about all that I thought about, but he ended up having Giant Rat as well. Our decks work decently together. Spiritual Earth Art card works well too. So now I'm just doing some duels against other players. Doing all the tag duels to have fought everyone at least once. There's some cards on the ground, like below this guy. I can't pick this one up because he's in the way, so maybe later on during the day I can pick it up. There's someone else that has the same thing in the Slifer Red Dorm. This teacher is on top of one of them. I mean, you can find some cards that are, you can put in your deck. A lot of the cards that I found, you can put in your deck, you can just find lying around. A lot of the water-based cards like Yomi Ship, Legendary Fisherman, I found over here. Alright, let's challenge them to a duel. I originally intended to play Tag Force 1 for a bit longer and show you some of the secret characters in that. However, I decided I really want to get Tag Force 3, and I'm not going to skip Tag Force 2. I'm still going to play through that for a long time, do some of the post-game and card collecting, build some cool decks and that kind of stuff. But I really want to get a Tag Force 3 because there's some decks that I have back in the DS games, Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007 and 2008, especially 8. They aren't necessarily super competitive, but they are super fun to play with. And I really enjoy using them there, and I want to use them in this game, but sometimes a few cards are missing because they hadn't been released yet in Tag Force 1, or maybe even Tag Force 2. I know a lot of the fusion cards I wanted to use for a fusion. There's one fusion deck I really want to use that I built in World Championship 2008 for the DS. But one of the weird things about Attack Force 1 is the fusion mods of Brachioridus, which is a dino, without an effect, 2200 attack. Its fusion materials are Crawling Dragon number 2 and Two-Headed King Rex. So Two-Headed King Rex is in there. Brachioridus itself is in the game, even though that was like some weird promotion card, just like Crawling Dragon number 2 is, but Crawling Dragon number 2 isn't in the game. Now you can still play Brachioridus by using Two-Headed King Rex and a fusion substitute card, but still I prefer to just use Crawling Dragon number 2 because that's in that deck that I built. And then there's some other cards, like some counter fairy cards that I think came in this game. Some other cards that I'm really looking forward to playing with those decks. Lightsworn I think comes in Tag Force 3 as well, one of the sets after here. I'm just really looking forward to so many things. Alright, let's play this Giant Rat. But first, Tag Force 2, just started it. We'll have a lot of fun building up my deck again from the start, seeing what the duels here are like. Tag Force 1 had 3 different parts to it, and the first part was kind of interesting, but also somewhat boring, and it really took a long time to get to the tag duels. That's the main part I didn't like. It took really long to get to the tag duels, and part 1 isn't... Like, there's still some things that if you want to go 100%, you have to go back for in part 1, but you mostly want to play the other stuff. I'm wondering what this game will be like. New characters, new decks, new strategies probably. I noticed that I think the AI at least stopped attacking into, was it Black Stega when it's in attack position when they can't beat it in defense? They seem to have stopped doing that. I was fighting someone with Blazing Impachi and they didn't attack into it, so that makes sense for the AI. Let's bring it in Rage Mukamuka. That's a combo you can do in the early with the start deck. Big attack, big monster. And then just keep as many cards in my hand as possible to keep Mukamuka at high power. Now the thing is, once it passes over to Hassleberry, he'll have some cards in his hand. Because I think he only played just 2 cards. Oh, he played Dustinado, his monster, which is Giant Rat, and then Jurassic World. So he should have 3 cards in his hand, 4 after... 4 after drawing this card. Being in the limited list is quite different in this game compared to 2005. No Cyberjar, which I'm happy about. Some other cards are gone. Heavy Storm is still there. Dark Hole is not. Some other cards that were used allowed in Attack Force 1 aren't in this. Mirror Force was forbidden in Attack Force 1, is allowed here, so that'll be an interesting card. I know Jaden has it in his first deck. I'm not sure how many others do. Pretty sure Heavy Storm is still in here, so I need to be wary of it. Don't play too many set cards. Yes, he actually plays Triceratops with Piercing. AI became better. So I would have expected him with the Attack Force 1 thing. Wait, was that Crawling Dragon number 2? Was that Crawling Dragon number 2? Because then I can build the fusion deck that I want. It is! Let's go! I'm just talking about it. Also, hi Flash, good to see you. I might want to just work towards that fusion deck, but at first I just want to build my own deck forward. But as I'll do a good amount of tag duels in this stream. Maybe at the end of the stream or something, I'll buy some packs and see how well I can update my cards. Update my decks, I mean. Make it better, make it more consistent. Maybe not be as Earth attribute focused like my current deck is, but definitely it'll be a better deck. And even alongside Hassleberry, I think it would be a fun thing to do. And I could play alongside him very well and win more games. Kind of tag. Oh, okay. He likes equip spells. Okay. I have an idea. I play Shadow the Pain. I tribute Muka. And you have to tribute your monster. Exiled Force, and then embodiment of skin just stick on. Well, some Gekko get up on it just in case you have something like Kariba, which I don't expect. Also, I'll probably get a bonus for hitting them to exactly 0 life points. Let's see how well we can hear the sound effects. Haven't tested in the stream yet.
Banana.
I can hear them well. I'm not sure how well they could be heard on stream. Yeah, for those that are watching this on YouTube, these streams happen live on my Twitch. That's where I normally do my streams. Link to my Twitch is in the description. My Discord as well, if you want to join that. Chat with other viewers of mine. And you'll know there usually when I plan to stream when I next go live. You heard the banana, that's good. Yeah, I have 9 different sound effects. I believe this is the link where you can find all of them. Exiled Forever. I love Tier. So that's a... Andrea probably has more Dino cards. So she'd work well with Hasselberry, probably. Also, I like some of the shortcuts that are in this game, and that you can save in an area, and you don't have to go into the map. Because that's something I found annoying, because you can only go save on the map in the original Tag Force, but to get to the map you'd exit an area, and therefore the time would advance. And time so far hasn't been a thing here yet. In terms of it being 4:07, and then it being at 7:30, and then 7:45, where different events happen, and characters move around. Also, I noticed that these characters mostly say the same things in Tag Force 1, and some of them don't make sense anymore in Tag Force 2. Alright, next duel, let's go. You can also make your partner duel, in which case it doesn't count as a win for you, but you do still get the happiness for your partner and the DP reward for it. So if you don't want to duel, and you're really just focused on something else, you could put your partner on duels and get some DP that way. That is a way you could do this. Not what I intended. My real question is, will Bastion be as unimportant in the game as they made him in Season 2 and 3? Well, he's not a Tier 1 character anymore. In the first game, you had 7 Tier 1 characters, which are like the 7 most like main-ish characters that appeared a lot. This game, the ones I could choose from were Jaden, Cyrus, Chaz, and Alexis out of the original 7. Zane, you can't choose from. Makes sense, because he graduated from the school. Chumley left the school to work at Industrial Illusions, but I also couldn't choose Bastion. And then you add Hasselberry, Aster, and one other character that I don't remember. Those are the Tier 1 characters. And to unlock some of the... There are quite a few things you can unlock later in the game. I don't know much about it, because I haven't looked anything up, because I just started. It's a blind playthrough after all. But I do know to unlock a special character called Mimicry, who I really want to unlock. Especially once I get to Tag Force 3. So this one maybe not as much. But I need to complete the stories of at least 3 Tier 1 characters. And I'm starting with Hasselberry because I thought he'd combo the best with my starting deck. Let's go! Let's try out some of my sound effects while the others are playing in a second. Like 3 cards face down. Yeah, I'll play it now. Thunder of Ruler.
手札から魔法を発動する
3, okay.
こいつだ。モンスターを攻撃表示。
Probably a light attribute deck. Or a warrior deck. Or a combination, but he'd need more light cards to make use of freeze effects, so it makes sense.
Banana.
Oh, here comes the animation.
Alright!
Alright, absolute bite! And I'm gonna time another sound effect for this. And... No, he stopped my nom nom with Wall of Revealing Light, how dare you! 3,000 life points. Okay, he stops me now, but once we have Jurassic World out, usually they don't pay more than 3,000. Jurassic World would help me get over the 3,000 that can attack and ooh, they took my card. Well, Hasselbear's card, but that's also my card. But he has Compulse. It would make so much sense to play Compulsory. Not only does it stop him from attacking really hard, it also gives him Tyranno back in his hand. I could have also understood him activating Solemn Judgment to their Snatch Steal. And yeah, he does play Compulsory. That's smart. Still kind of attacks, so we need to get rid of that Wall of Revealing Light, or he needs to draw into Jurassic World. Now, Tyranno does have Snatch Steal, but that's not going to help much with Wall of Revealing Light. I'm not sure if the AI will realize it though, and it's possible that the opponents, have a strong card. Tyranno steals it with Snatch Steal, but then doesn't realize, oh, I can't attack, and the opponent just heals 1,000 points of 1,000 life points every time. Let's see how I work around this one. I've just made it. Wait, no, I totally forgot because I just drew into it. Of course I didn't know. So play this one back. Set a card. And make sure to actually use it to destroy Wall of Revealing Light, because otherwise Tyranno Hasselberry might not actually use it on that. There's a card. Okay, that's too bad. Soul Purity and Light, that's more light stuff. Yeah. Luminous Spark as well. Hey Tyranno, can you just draw into Jurassic World? Because I'm pretty sure you have another Dino in your hand that you can summon. He does have at least 3 level 8 plus, well, level 7 plus dinos, including Black Tyranno. Luminous Spark doesn't do anything. I did notice that AI does like to play their field spell the moment they can, even if it doesn't help them. Skyscraper, Jurassic World, something else. In Attack Duel, I guess I can understand if you know your partner also uses Light Monster against Luminous Spark or Dinos like in Jurassic World. But otherwise, it just gives the opponent an opportunity to destroy it with Mystical Space Typhoon and Dust Tornado. That's too bad. You can't summon anything else. So, there's 2 Tyrannos and a Triceratops. No, that's the wrong set card! You set Snatch Steal so that I can use it on their turn! Oh, Destiny Draw, wait! Oh yeah, because they were on low life points twice. Let's see what his Destiny Draw card is, because sometimes it's not actually useful in some situations. And I've only seen really one come through, where it was Waboku, because it was a stall deck. Oh, let's see what it is. Banish Gillosaurus from the graveyard to summon the Rock Spirit. In terms of my Destiny Draw card, probably it would be Mirror Force. Something like Dark Hole or something else would work as well. Caladon, that was not their Destiny draw, because that's the other set card they have. Ooh, okay, they have Grand Mark. No, I can't Snatch Steal this now, because I don't have that. I'll just cancel my attack. But if this guy doesn't do too much, then Snatch Steal from Hassleberry might work out. Ooh, okay. Oh, he thinks he can beat me, but they don't realize the Rock Spirit's effect. During their battle phase, I get 300 attacks, so they can't beat me now. Oh wait, they can. Luminous Spark with Warrior Lady. They take each other out, but it works. Hey Joshua, welcome to the stream. Now Grand Mark can attack twice. However, is that Destiny draw card from the teacher that is going to be key, because Hassleberry can Snatch through Grand Mark now. Probably the only thing he can do. He might tribute it for Dark Triceratops. Although, it can attack twice on 1900 attacks, so it would be smart to actually keep it attacking. Yeah, just attack with Grand Mark in case he can negate one, and then tribute it for Triceratops the next turn. Or not, I mean in main phase 2, so that they don't Snatch Steal. Okay. Let's see if that set card does anything, if we ever will find out what it is. Because I've seen a Destiny draw before where that doesn't come up. It's Compulsory Evacuation Device. That is actually one of my 2 Destiny draw cards as well. Compulse and Hammer Shot. I think I've said it's Destiny draw cards. I haven't actually ever gone to the point where I could use the Destiny draw, because I've won most of my duels, and the duels that I have lost, it might have been during the Hassleberry's turn, I never got to use them. That's useless in destroying them. Why would you play that so early? I've also seen the AI just use something like Destinator Mystical Space Deck when destroying the field spell the moment it's played. But if you have a monster yourself in attack position that's only slightly weaker than the opponent's monster after field spell boost, you'd want to wait until they declare an attack, then destroy the field spell so that they crash their own card. Yeah. Poly isn't useful often in the deck, but there are a few cases that I can use it. There's 2 fusion mons that I can summon with it. Actually, not only one, now that I think about it. So I should really take out Polymerization. Bring in another card that might not be as useful. Because the only way I can use Poly is with the Earth Hexil Fusion and Giant Shoulder of Stone. 2 cards and live 1 copy of each, to then summon Mystical Sand. Darn. That's unfortunate. Guess we're rematching. Would this have happened if I had upgraded my deck already? Potentially not. I'll never know for sure. But I do like the challenge. I do like using some of the early decks, and I don't want to upgrade my deck immediately. I want to keep that challenge, keep that fun in there. So, yeah, we've lost. That's true. Let's give it another. Actually, we don't need to give it another try because we know what their deck is, and they are available for free duel now. I think. Actually, I'll check. I'll save because I don't mind the loss of my record. Just let's see if they are available for free duel. Please remember in chat that I try and figure things out for myself, because one of the rules of the channel is to not do backseat gaming. If I want to know something, I'll ask. I'll often speak about things that I want to know, but unless I explicitly ask, hey chat, look this up for me, or if you know, please tell me, I just vocalize my thoughts. So I suppose it might be more entertaining. That way you understand what I'm thinking about. Let's see. Pretty sure it was Joe. Pretty sure it was this one. Yeah, we lost against him. They are available. Where's the next loss? This one. Was it against the blue? That was a red. Oh, it might have been a blue. Anyway, they are available for free duels, so we don't actually need to win against them. Also, there's mini games here, which is new. I've only given it one try. It was quite difficult. I'm not gonna do much with it now. But there was a card right here. It was legendary fisherman. It looks like we've actually dueled everyone in this area already. It's not a big area. Makes sense. Then to report to class. Oh, there's class? Okay. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna get the tutorial now because I kept tutorials on. Because I'm interested to see how that works. I did so many duels already. I actually only went to the Slifer Red Dorm and then the harbor area, but I dueled everyone there in a tag duel at least once. Did some like 1 or 2 single duels as well. I'm interested to use Jim's fossil cards, but the thing is, these are the anime effects from his fossil cards, and I feel like his cards, when they were properly released in the TCG a couple of months ago, have much better effects. I've only really seen one of his cards that were from his anime fossil deck, and it definitely has a much worse effect. Why does Jim have a crocodile on his back? That is surely, at least in the English version of the anime, he calls it Shirley. It's Karen in this version. In the Japanese version, it's Karen, and in the English text in this game, he actually calls it Karen as well. I don't remember much of the story about it. I am currently, well, not right now because I'm doing the stream, but I am rewatching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Haven't gotten to this part yet. I've watched most of GX the original time in English, and I probably only watched the last season in Japanese, considering that season wasn't in English. So to hear some of the Japanese voice for the first time, actually, for people like Jim, was really interesting, and some of the phrases that he uses. A visit from the abyss, aim low. What? What is this? Elevator decading. Huh? Okay, I can edit my deck. I'm not gonna do that classic. To reach the lowest level, there are many enemies that'll stand in your way, so duel them and win to keep going. The minion that appears before you enter the base has the following item. Your current game record going, you can start from current floor. Use the elevator, you can start 10 floors above your best record. However, you'll have to pay 1 DP for each floor. Okay. Saves you some time. See different explanations. The best is a maze, and your character will move automatically. If you align the cursor with the arrows that appear on the map and press the square button, which one was the square button? I don't remember. You can use a ladder. You can control using character's movement using ladders. The number of them you have is limited, so use it wisely. X button to move fast. Hold down the R button and the screen will scroll to align yourself with the character movements. What? I thought we were just gonna duel. I'll just have to try it out. Go down to the next floor, go up to the previous floor, return. The game will end. With the lowest score you made, it will be recorded so you can start the next game from that point. Return failed. The amount of power remaining in a character's light. What? Whoa, what is this? This is a completely new game mode. Gems for special abilities, items. What? Right? What's that? Huh? fail to return, you lose the cards you've gathered. Ooh, so if you lose, you actually lose everything, so you should choose to leave yourself. Okay, you can do that. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Huh? I have to duel someone at some point anyway with this, so let's just go. $1,300? They only have 100, so we might be safe. This is interesting. Where's their gorilla? Go. So to start this, you might want to use like a burn deck, or like a healing deck might work. You know what? Don't play Hammer Shock, because that actually counts your own cards as well. Must attack if able. Let's attack that one. Are they playing? They're playing my deck. They're either playing my deck that I currently have, or their starter deck the way it was then, which means they might have a few extra cards. Like Blade Rabbit is in the main deck there, and Polymerization is not, even though they do have the fusion deck cards. That's interesting. Alright, I'll set Digrapher. Maybe they'll attack into it. We'll see. No, that's gonna go for Berserk. Wait, no, actually. That counts as a normal summon. Trap hole. Goodbye. Special summon. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. I think Gemini monsters, in terms of the Attack Force games, are introduced in this one. I'm not sure if there was one in the previous one. There's a lot more in this game, that's for sure. I don't think there's that many great Gemini monsters early on. The current Yu-Gi-Oh! There's some pretty cool ones. And some archetypes based around them, like Chemi-Critter. But back in the day, yeah, Gemini was the thing, and some of them had some decent effects. None of them... Well, there weren't that many that were that great. No, they came out... They were released in the GX era. I remember, because the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2008, at least, which was the 2007-2008 were GX era games. They had Geminis as well. Yeah, 8. I can't attack because of Vegetable Boxer with any others. So let's go with Berserk Gorilla. Set this, flip some of this so I can attack with the next turn, and then hopefully Berserk Gorilla takes the monster out, and then Digraph figures it off. Does the plan. Share the pain, we might have a good shot at this. I don't think it's a great card, but it is a useful card to get rid of opponent's monsters if they only have one. Whether it's a set monster, if you can just finish them off when that's gone, or when they have a big monster like the Elemental Hero, Shining Flare Wingman, or Ultimate Tyranno or something. As long as they only have one card, that's the way to get rid of it. Blue Stone Statue, okay. Helps with monster removal. Yeah. Effect monsters are changed, but Digrapher's normal. So we keep attacking. And we get the win. Interesting, we only start with 1,300 life points, though. Oh, so that's how the ladders work. Wait, why did I go to him? I wanted to go down. 160? Why 160? That seems like such an odd number. Oh, okay. They don't have my deck. Union deck? Mother Grizzly. Freezing Beast and Burning Beast, perhaps? The thing is, I could just summon Death Wombats and win. Considering their low life point amounts. Could also play Share the Pain, but if this attack goes through, I just win. Yeah, okay. Score. So I always take... Oh, I always take a path if it exists. Want to take the ladder. The reward, get battery, whatever that... Battery just probably allows you to look farther ahead. Right, next floor. So I would go there. I'd go there, meets them. Keep going, there. Pretty safely go straight on. I have one duel to do. Yeah. Not gonna use anything. I'll just do one enemy. 100 life points again. And it's again my deck. Knowing that means I could sort of expect what kind of face down cards they might have. That's Wombat, will you let me win again? Yes. Score. I want to get far in this, but I also don't. Because this is going to continue the game, but this is a very interesting feature. Ooh, got more ladder. Oh, wait, no, I missed... I didn't look properly, I missed one of the side paths. Is this the Water Union deck again? Might be. Alright, Berserk. Fairy Meteor Crush. Piercing damage might do it. Okay. Also, the enemy that had my deck seemed to use the standard version of the deck without swapping stuff with the side deck. Because I don't think I used the trap that they ended with. It wasn't Judgment of Anubis, the thing that looks like it. Where all effect monsters switch to defense, and if their defense lowered to 0. I think I took that one out because I thought it would be less useful, but I might put it back in instead of polymerization. Yeah, I totally misjudged it because 2 extra enemies. Not really a problem if I can beat him easily. Alright, let's see what cards they have. Discarding one is nice, but this is also just information. This Wombat, they also have that. They do have Curse of Anubis. That's the card I was referring to. Nuzzler, eh. I want them to play Wombat. I think. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Get rid of Giant Rat. I think. Play Wombat. Are they gonna play Nuzzler? Oh wait, I just have Trap Hole anyway, doesn't matter. Totally forgot. Stumbling is there, and then that's Curse of Anubis. There's nothing I can do. I want to flip summon and normal summon, just so I can attack with them next turn. The Curse of Anubis is a problem. The only card they have left is a Bare Ushioni. I wonder if they'll use its effect. If they're even normal something. Oh, Destiny Draw. I don't remember what the Destiny Draw cards are for the standard deck. There are, I think 3 or 4 of them. That's probably still a Bare Ushioni. There's Curse of Anubis, yeah. Let's read the full details. Set the card effect, okay. What? I wanted to play 2 tributes. Did I accidentally click yes on 1 tribute? I guess so. The giant rat back. Stumbling puts me in defense. I can attack with the next turn. And Destinator can stop either stumbling or something else that might get in the way. Surely they're going to use the effect. They want to attack with it. That'll be why. Oh, that's dangerous. It could just let me win. Okay, that's something I really like. They actually tell you what the coin call is. Because my previous, in Attack Force 1, I used 2 copies of Fairy Box in my deck. Where you have to, if the opponent attacks, you call a coin flip. And if you get it right, the opponent's attack goes to 0, which is super useful if you get it right. And because I used it, obviously my attack partner made use of the effect as well, but it never shows what it's called, and it was just shown on the left side of my character's picture. And I appreciate that. Alright, let's do this. Ah, look at my group build this Wombat. I forgot to use Dust Tornado, but considering that's an activated effect from a continuous spell, I can chain it and it won't apply. I wonder if I'll keep the 300 life points. If so, I want to get out of here. Oh, no. I totally didn't think about the possibility of Soul Tiger. Okay, that's Behemoth gone. I don't have Toon World, so Toon Gemini Elf can't attack directly. This is a problem. Now I only have 100 life points. Just to be safe in case they play a big monster. Even Toon Gemini Elf was in danger because of the potential of Berserk Gorilla. And me having 100 life points. Still didn't know what his Destiny Draw card was. It might have been Hammer Shot, actually. So now what do I do? I can't summon Behemoth with Kurogane. Don't have anything else there that I can really play. Hammer Shot looks at both fields, not just the opponent with like Fissure or something like that. What's the highest defense card? Smashing Ground, but I don't think that was released at this point. I need a way to get over Soul Tiger. It might be Soul Tiger actually, yeah. I don't dare to attack now. Because even the thing is, even if I attack and even if I destroy his monster with Toon Gemini Elf, it's not gonna help me. Because I still can't get over. What? I understand that you might want to attack with something because I have low stats and stuff, but I feel like I have to take this opportunity. I don't think the AI will lure me in that badly. I know they have 2 set cards. But I am going to go for it. Death Wombat attack Soul Tiger. Thanks for the win. Death Wombat wins again. Huh. Okay, that was a little scary. I do want to leave now. Oh my god, there's so many people. I want to be on the right side to leave. I also want to take that, so I want to be here, I want to be here. Okay, so I'm gonna go down, 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 and down. I want to take this one. Go here. And that takes me there, that takes me there. I can pass all of them. No, that's not safe. I'm forced to go here. If I want to dodge this entire group, I have to take this one. Which puts me here, which puts me to the chest, which forced me on either of these two sides. What I could do is, yeah, if I fight this guy, but also activate the ladder next to him, I go to this side, take this one, go here, take this chest, go here, go down, go down, go down. That's optimal. Okay, so I want to take this ladder. I have 3 ladders. Take this ladder. Take the ladder that he's standing on. And then do nothing. I'll check the room one more time just to make sure I don't miss anything. Ladder here to the right. Take this side path. Wait for him. Fight him, so we'll have to win. Ladder left. Take this one. Chest. Take this one. Take that one. Leave. Let's go. So we want to take this ladder. I also want to take this one. One fight and then we can leave. Come on. 120 life points, but I only have 100, so that doesn't help. Oh, I think we just won. I think we just won. Because he can increase his life points, but if that thing leaves the field, they lose 5,000. I have hammer shot. Hey, Louis. Hey, what? Oh, that's part of the flip effect as well. It's just an extra condition to play that's placed on him. Too bad. Well, we can still attack him directly and get him. Warrior Digrapher, go. Also, 80 cards in the main deck. That was a thing in this game. I think you could go max 80. I'm not exactly sure on the rules. I think for a little while during the GX era, you were allowed to have like 80 cards in the main deck. And also you could have 30 cards, I think, extra deck. I know one of them was unlimited at some point. And there was a tournament somewhere where someone had a huge deck. And it just made shuffling that annoying. But it was legal, so he was allowed into the tournament. But then that person, on purpose, played a lot of cards that force you to shuffle more. Or flip the deck upside down, like Convulsion of Nature. Which is allowed. And he was actually, like, a judge somewhere as well. And he saw the problem with the rule. So he was not really protesting, but he, I guess, did protest. Because it definitely made the news. And then the rule was changed. So I guess it's fine. Digrapher attack. Just don't counter me with the trap. And we're safely out of here. We should. See if we get any reward, because so far we've gotten a lot. I think we're safe. Yeah, looking good. Do we get extra cards? Yeah, we get a card! That which feeds on life. And then we get the red one. Fancy thing. High power battery. Well, I'm just gonna leave. Yeah. Number of hits. Force Ascended. Get some things. You're free to go. Also, in Tag Force 1, I called my character Breaker after a fanfiction character that I created called Nightbreaker, who is also a duelist. For this one, I didn't really know what to call myself. So I think I asked my partner for a suggestion. I don't really know where it came from, but they were like, okay, Dwagon. Because it was a dragon plushie, but then pronounced Dwagon. I thought, oh, I'd call myself Dwagon. But then I teamed up with Tyranno Hasselberry, and I had to come up with a team name. I'm not sure those that were here early on saw what my team name is when I duel alongside Tyranno Hassleberry right here. I'll show you in a second, because we're probably going to get to tag duel some more. And I'm not going to the store just yet, even though I could. I want to go at least, probably to Cliff and Raw Yellow Dorm, clear those duelists out, then go to store and upgrade my deck. First, we get to find some cards that are just lying on the ground. Shadow Tamer, Panther Warrior, nice attack. Those are sometimes they're hidden, so let's look around. Warrior Lady with a Voice. Now this looks like Earth monsters. There are water monsters on the harbor, which makes sense. Hain, very useful. That's absolutely going on my deck. Swordsman from a Foreign Land, such a useless card, but I love it. I want to own that card in real life. Just because it's so stupidly stupid. So weak, and yeah, it has an effect, but it's so situational and very unlikely it'll ever see any play that makes it useful. Even normal monsters actually have normal monster support. This thing doesn't. Well, I guess it has reinforcements of the army. Anyway, I'm hungry. Yeah, let's have a duel. Alright, watch the name of my team. So I'm Dwagon, and Dwagon, together with Tyranno Hassleberry, who uses dinos, obviously gives you the team Dwinosaurus. Obviously.
よーしやろう俺と恐竜さんの進化は誰にも止められないザウルスデュエル負けないドン俺のターンザウルスドロー手札からフィールド魔法発動
Something else I really like that came in Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2008 on the DS.
モンスターをセット
But it started in Tag Force 2 for the Tag Force games. The Field Spell Searchers. And I don't mean the spell card terraforming, but I mean the monsters, generally the level 4 effect monsters, that you can discard to find the field spell that they work with. And I think there's 7 of them. There's one for Jurassic World, for Legendary Ocean, for Skyscraper, Pandemonium, Harpy's Hunting Ground, and then there's 2 more. And I'm pretty sure the one for Neo Space only comes in the next, a couple of sets after this game. So that'll be in Tag Force 3. But the thing is, the Arcana Force monster only released... this game goes up to and including the set called Tactical Evolution, which introduced Rainbow Dragon. However, the Cloudians were not released until 2 sets later. The Cloudians are in this game with Adrian Gecko. And that's not listed anywhere on the wiki. However, the wiki does mention that the Arcana Force monsters used by Sartorius weren't released at this point in the game either, but they are in the game, including some anime-exclusive ones that were never released, like the Hangman. Yes, you came back to Dinosaurs. Like, I'm called Dwagon, and I'm partnering with someone called Tyranno Hassleberry, who has dinosaurs, so obviously we're called Dinosaurs. Makes sense, right? I love the Japanese voice in this game. I'm so happy I was able to get that working on these games. Got it working on Tag Force 1. Tag Force 2 it was actually the most difficult to deal with, considering there's apparently 2 versions of the European game. Wait, should Drew or Fletcher AFK for me? Drew. Well, actually, Fletcher's a pterodactyl, so Fletcher's the dinosaur. So we might have to go with Fletcher. Oops, I forgot to play my chapter. I thought it was still in battle phase. So I just did the button clicks to go to main phase 2, but I was already there, so I went end phase. I don't think this character art was in there. Like, in terms of the hair, it was a lot of the models were in the previous game, a lot of characters from that game, but the ribbons in the hair was not in the last game. Also, I wonder if there's any female duelists in Obelisk Blue. No, I mean in Slifer Red and Ryello. Because the previous game only had them in Obelisk Blue. Now to think about it, in the anime, how many females are there in Slifer Red or Ryello besides Blair? Yes, this is Tag Force, so it's focused on tag teams. This is my partner, Tyranno Hasselberry. He plays dinosaurs. We're dueling together. If there are any female duelists anywhere in Slifer Red or in Ryello, besides Blair, because I know season 3 of the anime, I think, Blair Flanagan joined Slifer Red, and in the games, in Tag Force anyway, it's in Tag Force 2, she joined Slifer Red. But there's no NPC characters like this that you can duel that are female and are in either Slifer Red or Ryello. And I'm thinking, are there even females in either of them in the anime? Because Obelisk Blue has quite a lot of them, but they also have a boys' dorm and a girls' dorm. But they can't be just like, oh yeah, we don't accept girls in the other two. They just happen to have a lot of Obelisk Blue people there, for they split it. It's interesting to think about. Because you have Blair, you have Alexis, which is a prominent character, female, but she's an Obelisk Blue. Also, Mirror Force. I want Mirror Force. They don't have a card there. I'll play one. I can use Hammer Shot, but I also want to save that for later. I don't need it here. There's enough female duelists in 5Ds as well. The French accent one is Sherry. At least that's her English name. I don't actually know her, or don't remember her Japanese name. I think it's still Sherry. But yeah, she has a French accent. Just at least a French accent in the English version. I don't think she really has a French accent in the Japanese version, but she still has a bit of a French, like, knight theme in the cards that she uses. Also, something I've noticed from having had French classes in secondary school, like, I don't remember much about French, but I do know that the adjectives, like we say a blue car, or a hungry lion, or a broken window, we put the adjective before the noun. In French, you put it behind it, except for 15 words that I can just sing in my head because I remember that rhyme that I made for it. However, the word fleur isn't one of them. So it would have to be Chevalier de Fleur would be her ace card. And that is the English name for it. But it's actually called Fleur de Chevalier in the Japanese version, which is grammatically incorrect French. Don't know too much about French. I much prefer German over French. Liked it more, was better at it. French. It's never Spanish. I remember more from French than I did Spanish. Then again, I did have French for an extra year. You can attack it. It's probably fine. Let's see what Hasselberry will do with Triceratops. Do they go for Sasuke or do they go for the defense monster? Yep. He does the eye thing with Sabersaurus. He doesn't have a voice line where he actually says the name of Sabersaurus, but he does do the eye thing. As always when he normal summons Sabersaurus. Triceratops in defense? Yes. Should have probably... Actually, no, we knew that was that ninja. Because we put it there with Shallow Grave. Otherwise, attacking with Sabersaurus is probably the best idea first, just in case I face down monster with something like Hane or Man-Eater Bug, and I could take out the other monster. Yes, Sabersaurus Tribute, summon it back. Or Wombat. Yes. Why not summon Sabersaurus back? I know you need to have another level 4 lower Earth in the graveyard to even use the card. But I'm pretty sure that you select the monster you summon after you've done the tribute. So then you could summon the same one back, I do believe. Oh, there is a sound effect that I haven't used yet that I want to use. Might be able to use it here, especially if their monster's weak. Yes!
Now that's a lot of damage!
Score! Timed it! I put the link in the chat again for those that are interested in what my sound effects are. 2 of them can only be used by mobs and myself. Because I don't want them to be able to be spammed or only one time for them for specific situations. In terms of the story of the characters, it isn't that you do everything right behind each other like in Tag Force 1 and parts 2 and 3. Here you just do a bunch of duels with them, or you make them happy with sandwiches. The sandwich system still seems somewhat similar. At least what they say about it in the tutorial very early on in the game. I haven't actually gone to the story yet, so I can't get them yet. Well, I could get them, but I don't have them yet. But dueling a bunch does increase the heart slightly, and every time a heart fills, that's when you can, as far as I understand it, go to a specific area on the island to advance their story, and after that you can start filling the next heart. Lovely shortcuts in this game. Someone apparently just disappeared. Yeah, this is one of those texts that are also in Tag Force 1. This one doesn't make sense anymore. Because this is referring to Atticus Rhodes disappearing. But he's back in this game. I guess this still works. Alright, let's duel. Still gonna keep doing tag duels. Because I enjoy tag duels. It's the point of the game to do a lot of tag duels. And that way you duel both opponents immediately, so you can unlock them for free duels. And the quickest way to, if I would want to have them as tag partners or get their deck recipe, things like that. What I did in the first game anyway was choose, in the standard menu, choose free duel, tag duel, make both of my opponents the same character, but put life points to 2,000, and then make it a match duel. So then pretty quickly, usually, especially if you have effect damage cards, like burn cards, pretty quickly you could take them out and get 4 wins. Black Stego face down, set card.
くぜ俺のターンドロー
Now, House of Berry doesn't have too many spells and traps that are amazing. I remember in Attack Force 1, Bastion had just strong monsters, normal monsters in the early part of the game, and then a really good spell and trap lineup. That's why I wanted to partner with him. But then he changed his deck for the second part. Like, I built a full Earth deck to partner with him, and then he had a Water deck.
カードをセットだぜターンエンドだぜ
I have not edited them. Well, I have. You start with 40 cards in the main deck and 50 in the side deck. 15. And I've swapped some of those around to make the deck that I feel is best. Although, remind me at the end of this duel, please, because I keep forgetting it, even though I've said it before in this stream. I want to change one card. I want to take out Polymerization, put in probably Curse of Anubis. Well, outside of that, I've purposely chosen not to add cards from the shop. I haven't even gone to the shop yet. And also not cards that I pick up from the ground, which is a new thing in this game. Just because I want to use the starter deck for a while, because it's fun, it's available, I want to use it, what the game gives me. It's an added challenge as well. And I chose House of Berry to go with this, because the Earth, some of the Earth support that works together, like Giant Rat, Spiritual Earth Art, Kurogane. I want to have that a bit of an extra challenge, have that fun. Because that's something I really like about these games. It works as well, I guess, still decently well in the 5Ds games, especially the pacing of duels in the GX era of Yu-Gi-Oh! I really like. Especially just games like this where you never really have the super competitive, super fast combo decks. And it's just normal summon, maybe one special summon depending on the cards that you have. Defeat things by battle. Very more towards the core of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I can still enjoy with Synchros and Xyz, and I actually really like them. Especially Synchros, I love Synchros. But the way the game is right now in real life, I understand if people find it hard to either keep up with it on one of them, or get into, especially if they're new players. How long do you think it took animators to do all the 3D designs for every character, like 9 months or more? I have no idea. I do know that I expect Attack Force 2 took a lot less time in development than Attack Force 1. Yeah, sure, there's new characters and some new models, but a lot of the models were already there. They could just copy-paste from Attack Force 1. A lot of the text the characters say, copy-paste from Attack Force 1. The dual field, copy-paste from Attack Force 1. Sure, the AI changed a bit, was made a bit better, new way the story works, new cards, new packs in the shop. So yeah, sure, there were changes, but Attack Force 2 should have taken a lot less time than Attack Force 1. Yeah, I have a plan. Go Giant Rat. I remember I think Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007, I don't think it was a thing yet. But one of the AI things that was changed when they went to World Championship 2008, and these are both DS games that I've played a lot, because I never had a PSP growing up, I did at DS, is that I learned that with cards like Mother Grizzly, Giant Rat, but also Moss Dragon, Pyramid Turtle, things that summon another monster when they're destroyed by battle, is, let's say I was the player with Elephant Statue of Blessing. The AI had Giant Rat. In World Championship 2008, they would actually attack into me, take life point damage, and destroy themselves if they knew in their deck they had a stronger monster. And I most often saw this with Pyramid Turtle, who would then attack into you, and then summon Ryu Koki, which is a 2400 attack monster. So I do this, and now I can only summon a monster that's 1500 attack or less. Original attack. So I take the 1200 attack Enraged Muka Muka, who just happens to gain 400 attack for every card in my hand, and I have 5. So I have something currently that's stronger than a Blue Eyes Eye Dragon. That's probably one of the few real combos in this deck. Giant Rat into Enraged Muka Muka, especially early game. So Black Stego is just a nice card to have for decent 1200 attack. 2000 defense is nice. but also the fact that, yeah, you maybe don't want to have something like that or giant soldiers without an attack because it's somewhat easy to overcome in battle, but it automatically switches to defense, which means less battle damage also might just not be destroyed because it has a lot more defense than attack. The AI in Attack Force 1, though, with Black Stego, and I definitely made use of this in occasion because I had, I think, 1 or 2 copies of Black Stego in my deck at the end. I would leave Black Stego in attack as much as possible. Because let's say they would have a 1500 attack monster, like their elephant statue. They would actually attack into Black Stego because the AI thinks, oh, they're in attack position and they have 300 less points than me. I can safely attack. But then Black Stego's effect automatically switches them to defense and they actually take damage. Two cards face down, keep some power for range. Simon's first turn, and I'm immediately gonna see what cards he has. Trap Dust Tube. What do you got? Good idea of what kind of deck they have. I wanted to say Spellcaster deck from these, but Apprentice Magician, Old Vindictive Magician, they work together well. DD Family Reflect Pounder. So they have Mystical Space Typhoon and Ring of Destruction. Ooh. I guess that must be legal at this point? I'm pretty sure Ring of Destruction wasn't legal. It must have been forbidden in Attack Force 1. Assailant, get rid of monster, but I can at least overcome it. I think I want to get rid of Vindictive Magician. They probably... Did they normal summon? Or did they realize they can't take me out? No. Could be Apprentice, could be a DD Assailant. I don't expect it to be Reflect Pounder. I'm gonna Dust Tornado. I'm gonna hit one of the new ones. Either Mystical Space Typhoon or Ring of Destruction. I want to hit Ring. Looks like I hit Ring. Yes. Okay. Now they do have Mystical Space Typhoon, but the fact that Ring is gone is really nice because that could help them take out one of my monsters. I find it hard to imagine what this game is like without Japanese voices. Because they don't have the voices, they do still have the subtitles. But they're just silent. It's so much cooler with voices in general. Knowing they have the animations. Like, if they don't have animations, they don't need the voices. But they have the animations. So then the voices should be there. I'd probably turn off the animations if I didn't have the voices. Well, I like the voices, and I just like the Japanese voices in Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway. Like, I'm slowly teaching myself Japanese, doing nothing too serious, taking it pretty easy, but I do want to learn Japanese, but I feel like half the terminology that I know, half the vocabulary that I know in Japanese comes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Hey, Duffy. Welcome to the stream. Really look at these special summon of a monster and the effect of the special summon. And the effect of the special summon the monster. Sorry, both. We both can use. It's not super clear what is it. Is that like? Does that work on both like inherent summons and not like summons from an effect and none of them? Like you have Cyber Dragon, which is summoned by itself. Maybe a special summon through Call of the Haunted. Does that work? Or... We can both use it, which is interesting. But that's only on special summons. Oppressed people, royal. Okay, so they're playing an oppressed theme deck. Maybe. I will normal summon 2 in Gemini Elf, which I unfortunately can't use until next turn in terms of attacks, but I'll leave it there for Hasper to use in case he can. Alright, that means he still has Apprentice Magician in his hand. He set 2 cards, which we know that their set card on the left is missing Space Typhoon. Is that, well, actually, I'm pretty sure they didn't use that yet. I'll have to check the graveyard. But I'm pretty sure they didn't use it yet. Yeah, because Ring of Destruction's in the grave, and otherwise that would have been on top, so yeah. The left set card is MST, and we know that they have at least one monster in the hand, which is Apprentice Magician. But their next card might also be a monster. Is there a way to look at the field? Not with this. Yes! That is useful. I think Goggle Golem might be nice. Or Gecko Gire Panda. I'll take Goggle Golem because if Hassleberry then normal summons it, it can beat both of their monsters. And then Goggle Golem beats the Pressed. To Gemini takes a Reflect Boundary, even though we do take the damage from Reflect Boundary's effect. They still have the standard normal summon animation, which is a little weird for a Gemini summon? Is that what it's called in English? I'm not actually sure. Oh yeah, I get to discard a card. And that's a Apprentice card. Okay, so the process of the second normal summon is unofficially called Gemini Summon. Or in the OCG Dual Summon. It's D-U-A-L, but it's not an official summon. Okay, I totally wasn't looking at what happened. He took out some cards, that is nice. And then the other one must have just played Nightmare Steel Cage, okay. Does this work on it? Actually, this might be the first time I've ever drawn to back to square one, all my duels. Maybe very early on I did. Unfortunately, it works on monsters. Stagger to the fence. Set you. Do nothing. First in a Nightmare Steel Cage. Hassleberry will feel the second one. Ooh, here comes a Destiny draw. He's super cool about it in some way. Let's see what he got. That wasn't his Destiny card, because that was the card he already had in his hand. So can he even play with a full Spell and Trap Zone? Because I feel like Spell and Traps will be more often that. I kind of don't want to play Royal Oppression, because then it clears Spell and Trap Zone for his other card, and I don't know what his Destiny draw card is. And even if I let him have Reflect Bounder, all it's going to do is maybe destroy DD Crazy Beast. I don't mind it existing there. I'll let him. It does look like it can't stop something like Premature Burial or Call of the Hunted. Royal Oppression, I mean. Yeah, they probably can't use a Destiny draw card because it's Spell and Trap. Won't know what it is, but I probably made a right choice. They are going to use it, probably. No, because they have a Mystique. So if they do have a Spell and Trap that they'd really like to use, like Mirror Force, they should have just played a Mystique. Now we have Shallow Grave, which can be stopped by Royal Oppression. That does happen. You can't attack with it because of Nightmare Steel Cage. But Tyranno does have an interesting effect. If it is in attack position at the start of the battle phase, you must attack with Tyranno first, and it attacks every monster once. They're both a positive and a potentially negative effect. Why'd you put Black Stego in attack? That just lets him deal damage to you. I guess I can understand it sort of in the AI if they don't consider Nightmare Steel Cage and they just look at the stats of the monsters on the field. Makes a lot more sense of that Soul Tiger from that special base class that we had earlier in the stream. Thing with Reflect Bounder though, it exists, and if I attack into it, I do take 3,000 damage to Tyranno. Back to square one. Just gonna get rid of that Tyranno. I mean, Tyranno, the Reflect Bounder. Goes into top of deck, but it goes to Kadim's deck, which means he won't draw into it until his turn, which is turn 18. So the Hassleberry won't have to deal with it. Not attack, unfortunately. Set Giant Rat? Ooh, Jurassic World, we'll play that, that makes sense. If the opponent is Dust Tornado or Missile Space, their footage will come out now, because they usually chain it directly to the Why attack position Stego? We can't attack, they have Nightmare Steel Cage. Why do you flip summon Aztecs? That makes the least sense. That, okay, the Black Stego thing, yeah, I can guess. That's just something that they probably improve over the course of the game when they realize it's a thing. And why would they flip summon Aztecs? Is that the same reason as Soul Tiger, which didn't even have attack? Now here's the problem. We took 1,400, so we have 2,000 left. Now Reflect Bounder's effect is really in the way. Because I can only take it out with Tyranno, but then Reflect Bounder's effect can outkill, well, take out us. So I have to switch into defense to get out of the effect. That's very frustrating. The AI messed it up. Like, the opponent's AI probably doesn't do the optimal moves either, but I can't see some of their set. I can't see their set cards or their hand cards, so I can't really say too much about that. But when the partner AI does it, you know what cards they have. You know what they could do and how they're not making optimal plays. So the moment I go into battle phase, I lose. So I need to make sure I don't go into battle phase. And I hope Reflect Bounder goes to face up defense. Actually, I'll put Tyranno in defense. He'll probably be switched to attack again by Hassleberry. Here, I'll give him a Fairy Meteor Crush. Maybe the other guy will play set monster, and then Hassleberry will attack into the set monster with Tyranno, and then we win from there. Hopefully, but I see it as likely that Hassleberry will switch Tyranno to attack, and even go into battle phase. Actually, we just need to destroy him with something that's lower than 2,000 attack, which is Gemini, because then we'll just survive. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do that. I'm actually, because they don't have another monster, I am going to tribute Tyranno, because I don't expect Hassleberry's AI to make this work. Sorry to take on your big guy, but I'm going to give you 2 Gemini I have to play with. Have fun. And now we still hope that their set cards can't stop us.
リバースカードオープン永続トラップ発動だ
And we lose.
テールドンモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚
Should have just summoned Sabersaurus immediately. Maybe afraid of trying to shoot you.
ターンエンド
So now we're gonna take 500 damage every standby phase. At least, I believe our standby phase. No, theirs. So now we just can't beat Reflect
手
Bomber.
のカッパドン
So maybe I should have waited with back to square one until we could actually attack.
ターンエン
In
ド
hindsight, that should have been a thing, but in hindsight, so much easier. So we just can't attack into it because we'll lose. Can't go to the defense. We'll just lose more life points. Yeah, this is looking great.
僕のタ
I
ーン
don't think we'll win.
ドローバトルだいっけーモンスターで攻撃だモンスターをセットだターンエンドだこのまま押し切るザウルス俺のターンドンドロー手札から魔法発動
Yeah, peace. That doesn't save us. It saves us
バ
from.
トル
Yep, we've lost. He's gonna attack Reflect
モンスタ
Bomber.
ーで攻撃
No.
モンスター効果発動だ テールドン
Okay, so the AI realized that they shouldn't attack Reflect Bounder. Thing is, Ultimate Tyranno is forced to attack Reflect Bounder when it's a face-up attack during the battle phase. So I need to make sure he doesn't go into battle phase. Wait, Tailswipe? Can Tailswipe help?
手札から魔法
Yes! Tailswipe puts the monster back in the hand, I think. Okay, so it's in Simon's hand.
ターンエンド
So I need to finish it off during my turn, otherwise they get their card
の
back.
ターン
We're still in this! Okay.
カードをセットだぜ
And Simon also got a lot of the extra draws, new draws from Morphing Jar, so they probably have some more spell and trap techniques too.
リバースカードオープン永続トラップ
New
発動
Royal
だぜ
Oppression that's not going to help them, that's only going to potentially help us. Let's bring this on. 3 potential attacks. Flex Stego. And we win! I didn't think that would happen, but you never give up to the end. Let's go. Thank you. Definitely forgot about it.
俺と恐竜さんの進化は青天井誰にも止められないザウルス
I could remove the Earth Hexal Fusion as well, but like I could still summon 2 of the fusion monsters with that in the deck. And it's a decent 1600 defense. Yeah, polymerization is gonna go out. I'm not gonna take any of the cards from the trunk. I'm just gonna use from the side deck. Also, what it seems like is that once we've looked at them once here, the new tag disappears, which didn't happen in the old game. The old game referring to Attack Force 1. Let's just sort them, because I don't like them to be sorted by name. Sort them by level. Or by card frame, I guess it could happen. I like that by level. Poly to side deck. Anything else I want to change? Maybe Cross Counter, maybe Thunder Ruler, probably among the first ones I'd take out. There's some decent cards in here. I think there's Synthesis Spell with Lycanthrope, but you need to have the 2 cards together to make it even more. Yeah, I should probably have use cards if it was from the start. really want to update my deck with cards like Hain Hain. Monster removal like that is very useful. If you ever see me play Draft, which I don't think I'll ever do like on stream, but sometimes I play it on like Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy the Duelist. The cards that I usually go for early on are simple monster removal, like Hain Hain if they're there, or cards that can alter the result of battle, things like Rush Recklessly or Prideful Roar. Those definitely work with my playstyle, and then I just fill it with monsters later. No, not load. I'll save it because it still uses the same cards, but this is the version I think I prefer. I can still use, where is it, the Earth Hexil Fusion to bring out 2 of my monsters. I can't bring out Super Robolade and Super Robo-Yaru because I don't use Robolade and Robo-Yaru in my deck. But I do have Giant Soldier of Stone, I do have Warrior Digrapher. So, using the effect of the Earth Hexil Fusion, these 2 monsters could potentially be summoned. Not too likely, but potential still exists. I wonder where Nova is. I'm not sure if Nova will have a similar deck as in Attack Force 1, but he was definitely the easiest opponent to defeat. Gillian has a different deck in this game. It's a bit hard to defeat. Still, it's Live Red Student, still not too hard. But it was easier to defeat in the last game because he actually used the starter deck. He doesn't use it in this game. Actually, I'm going to show you what it... Nah, I'm not going to do the partner duel thing. I was thinking of showing you what that looks like. It'd be a single duel between the character that I approached, in this case Giri, against whoever's my attack partner, which is House of Giri. Doesn't count as a win or loss on my record against that person, but I do get DP from it. Wonder if they'll show up in free duel for that. Ooh, 6 Samurai. Yeah, they came in this game. Because they weren't in Attack Force 1, they are in this game.
俺と恐竜さんの進化は誰にも止められないザウルス。デュエル。負けないドン。俺のターンザウルス。ドロー。手札からフィールド魔法発動。
Set Giant Rat, please.
モンスターをセット。
Thank you.
ターンエンド。
The other move wouldn't make too much sense. Well, I guess he might want to refresh his hand. This would make more sense. Maybe use Heavy Storm next time.
手札から永続魔法発動だ。
Warrior deck.
手札から
Allure
魔法
Queen,
発動だ。
like Allure Queen level 357 potentially. Queen's Bodyguard, yeah. Allure Queen, there we go.
こいつで行く。
So probably an Allure Queen deck plus, and then the other one is 6 Samurai.
バトルだ。
Strong
モン
Monster
スター
Queen
で攻
Bodyguard.
撃だ。
1700 attack by itself. Really for those stats, I'm not really using it if I ever get it.
デールドンモンスターを特殊召喚。手札から永続魔法発動だ。
After I've done this duel, I will have dueled everyone on the cliff at least once. Oh no, not 2 ground collapses, that's annoying.
カードをセットだ。
I do still want to go to the Rye Yellow dorm, beat people there, and then go to the store. Because then I will have used this deck for enough, and I think I want to upgrade it. When I played Attack Force 1 for the first time, I did that on stream too, and then I took a long time building the deck. And it's already... It's getting pretty late, so I'll probably stream for quite a bit longer, but... I'm thinking now, do I even want to edit the deck on stream? Because that'll take a long time. And then I won't have many duels afterwards, so I might just do that off stream. Not sure yet. Now, how do we deal with the fact that we only have 1 spot? We deal with it with Hammer Shot. way, I am purposely gonna not play set cards, I think. Except for Trap Dust Shoot, because the next person that goes will have their first turn, so I will be able to use Trap Dust Shoot. I'm not gonna play the rest of my set cards. So that then, during Hasselbear's turn, he'll play Heavy Storm, hopefully. Most likely because of the differences in amount of set card, spell and trap cards. Take out the entire Ground Collapse line plus the set card. And then he has a new Jurassic World replacement in. Helpful that I can see Hasselbear's hand. Hopefully he'll play Heavy Storm. And Zanji, 6 Samurai, as I expected. Wait. I need to actually click on Trap Dust Shoot, so I might have had the chance to get rid of Zanji. It's Kagemusha. Interesting! Because even though Kagemusha has existed for a long time, I believe in like the lore of 6 Samurai, it does look like Kagemusha is like a warrior that would later become one of the 6 Samurai. Maybe even like Xian. Great Shogun. Broken Bamboo Sword, interesting. Because I know Golden Bamboo Sword came in this game. So because of that, I might want to use my Exodia deck with Royal Magical Library. I can do that in this game. So, let's get rid of that. That way he can beat Hyper Hammerhead, but he doesn't attack because of the fact. Heavy Storm time. Take out all of his cards. Do it. Come on, Hasselberry. Thank you. Get out. New Jurassic World and then Dark Triceratops get rid of Zanji. That's how we'll do it, right? Right? Yes. Let's go, Hasselberry. That's how we play. That's a good AI.
Turn end.
He has more A forces, but he doesn't have many more cards. And they like to play their field spells like Jurassic World, their continuous spells like the A forces, even though they can't really use them. Now it's time for me to attack. Go Giant. Then we go Zombie Tiger. And the thing is, I still have a lot of my useful cards here. Because I knew he had Heavy Storm, I knew they would use it. So I can counter whatever the other guy brings up next. If that's even necessary, I don't think so, I can take him under.
Now that's a lot of damage! Nom 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 nom.
Free to use the sound effects, so put the link in the chat earlier if you need the link to my storage room to know what they are. Just link. They're all free to use. So you don't need to use any money, you don't need bits for it. You can just use them for free in the store. Speaking of bits though, or money in general, if you would want to tip me any money or donate any money, there is now below my Twitch stream like a banner with a link just below it that does allow you to tip me money if you would ever want to support me in that sense. Because you can give me bits, you can subscribe, do things like that on Twitch, but that is an option that I now have available to me. And some people have requested it in the past that they wanted to give like that, but it just didn't have the option at the time. More cards in the right yellow door. Hamburger recipe. I assume that Hungry Burger is around here then? White Dragon Ritual. Bunch of ritual cards. Prowlers with Cyrus, and I can't pick up the card because they keep standing on the cards. Turtle Oath. Okay, so it's just the ritual spells then, and not the monsters that go with them. Tongio, what randomly Tongio be here? And then Resurrection Shark. Why is Tongio there? Is Tongio related to any ritual monster? I think it's a fusion material monster or something. I'm gonna look that up. Tongio is a fusion material for Deep Sea Shark, yeah. Bottom Dweller and Tongio. But these are ritual cards. Oh, surprising. For Sartira, I don't think duels. The other day, Wade talked to me like he'd never met me before. Ooh, does he get to do the variant cards things right from the start? Yes. So we get Acid Trapple. Oh, it's DP and it's only 100. Not yet, but let's take a look at the deck edit. It's this one. I don't remember all the shortcuts, but I remember talk, save, and duel. So we get Acid Trapple for free, which could be nice. And then we also get its other artwork, which usually is the not OCG artwork, which is released twice. There's a bunch of cards with alternate artwork. Gaia the Fierce Knight, Dark Magician, Launcher Spider, Elemental Hero, Burstinatrix, Avion, and Sparkman. Lots of cards. Let's save the game and get some variant cards. Because that does, considering we actually get the cards, it's nice to have. And maybe we want to use one of them in the deck at some point. And with only one tag team being here, that being Cyrus and Crowler, we actually will get to use change the deck around. Although I suppose there might be tag teams in the shop. Probably just buy some cards first, because we have a lot. Still lottery ABCD, huh? So is he Dragon Cannon? Okay. Take one from each of the lotteries. Tiger Axe. Decent at best. Probably won't use that. Harpy's Feather Duster. Nice to have, I guess, but it's forbidden, so I can't use it. Nice. I usually have one monster in the deck that has 2 tributes in a standard deck like this. So we have Blue Eyes. Oh, wrong button. Card deals. How many of the alternates do we get? We get all of them? Oh, we get 4. I guess maybe only 4 existed at the time. This is original one. This was kind of starter deck evolution, I think. And these ones came later at some point. We get to choose whichever one we want. I'd probably use the original. But we have multiple options, which is really cool. I'm actually going to look up on the wiki or somewhere if we can find which card is in which lottery. I remember seeing it listed out for Tech Force 1. I'm not sure if it changed for Tech Force 2. Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force Sartir Lottery. is the information of Attack Force 1, not later. Let's see if the cards we got applies. Let's see. Lottery A, we got XYZ Dragon Cannon. B, we got Tiger X. C, we got Harpy Feather Duster. And D, we got Blue Eyes. So yeah, that is the same. That does use the same list from the original. Is there any we really want? Kunai with Chain could be a decent trap from Lottery A. Lottery B has Gemini Elf. And Summon Skull. C has Big Shield Gardna, that might be nice. Has Force Raider, has Widespread Ruin. Also has Dark Magician Girl, Blue Eyes Ultimate. Lottery D has Lejin, has Metalmorph. So everything except Lottery A could be nice cards. So maybe we'll come back here once we've bought some stuff from the shop. First I want to do these. I think because Ancient Gear Knight is already out. Yes. Let's check Ancient Gear Knight. Ancient Gear Knight. 1800 attack, normal summonable monster for Ancient Gears, which is nice. It's a Gemini monster as well, which makes me think you can get it already. No, it's in Gladiator's Assault, which is a set after Tactical Evolution, so I don't think it's in this yet. And I know Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem comes in the sets a bit later as well, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm gonna check that one too. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Pretty sure that comes out shortly after this game as well. So it'll be in Tech Force 3. It is in Light of Destruction, yeah, there's a third set after this game. Same set that the Arcana Force ran, but those are added into the game early to fit with the character. I think they were just released late because at that point the anime Sartorius' story was fully done. And he had actually shown most of the Arcana Forces, and that way they wouldn't release or reveal some of the Arcana Forces early when Sartorius hadn't even used them. Right, let's see what Cyrus' deck is like, because I haven't actually dueled any of the tier 1 characters, except I think I did one or two free duels against Jaden. You should get the tier 1 characters in free duel immediately. I think I did 1 or 2 duels against Jaden just to test if the voices worked, to get an idea of what my first deck is like. And then I didn't check any of the others, even Hasselberry. I just thought he has Dinos there for Earth, therefore his deck might work with mine, and it's a decent fit. But some of the others, like maybe Chaz, has some really good spells and traps that I might want to have on my team. I don't know that because I haven't faced them. I've seen Jesse duel, but I don't expect Jesse to really fit my playstyle because of his Crystal Beasts and therefore continuous spells. Hasselberry probably would be the best fit. Early episode. At least it only destroys 2 cards with it more. Steamroid? Yep, Steamroid. Probably one of Cyrus' better cards. Arguably his best because it's normal summonable. It does become weaker if you attack into it, so it's not that hard to defeat when it's in attack position. But it does help you get over a lot of big monsters. Things like Sabersaurus it can beat. So it actually made the mistake. I'm not sure if the AI thinks with Steamroid's effects in mind, because then they could have actually attacked the Sabersaurus. Even if they didn't know, hey, I have 2300 attack to use, they might have still thought, oh, I just want to deal more battle damage. But then at least they don't think as far as, hey, wait, now Sabersaurus can beat us. Let's go Zombie Tiger. Zombie Tiger could beat him too. I guess in case he has Karibo, or I'm not sure if Gore's Emissary of Darkness is in this game yet. Same for Shibuya. But for Gores, with them having an empty field, I'd want to direct attack with a lower hit. I'll check if Gores is in this game, actually. Let's say because it is a good card. I think I'll use Vengeful Box Bear, considering I feel like we have a decent advantage. I can use it to stop the opponent from taking over. And I can trap Just Shoot if I just hold the response button. Look at Crowler's hand and discard potentially dangerous card. What do you have, Professor? Ooh, he runs gadgets with Gajiltron Dragon. That's the thing now. Ooh, that's cool. Ancient Gear Engineer, but it's a level 5, isn't it? It's not really a great card at all. Well, that's 1500 extra would work with Giant Rat. Dread Dynamo. Looks like he, just because of the gadgets and the gadget support cards, this is already a much better deck than Prowler had in the first game. Because then he had two different monsters that had 500 attack and defense, which is not really good. And this by itself, even without the gadgets, is a nice 2000 defense. It would be hard for me to deal with their defense, so I would want to get rid of Dread Dynamo. Let's see what they play. Probably Giant Rat. The other option is Green Gadget, but that has less defense, so it makes a lot more sense to Giant Rat there. Also, I take out the Dynamo. Oh wait, I should have set Fairy Meteor Crush. First in damage. I should see the AI changing, because the AI in Tech Force 1 often attack with the lowest attack monster first. 1200 attack or higher, they would attack with it. Here, I guess they still. I wonder if I would have equipped Saber Swords with Fairy Meteor Crush. Would Saber Swords have been the one to attack? Does the AI realize that? That's a good idea. Gadget? Engineer? Engineer. I don't have the time to pause it and read because it's Hasselberry's in control of the field right now. So I'll have to wait until after Cyrus's turn to properly read Engineer's effect again. Ooh, he distributes it for Rescue Roid. Oh yeah, because he has Rescue Roid, so he'll probably have Ambulance Roid. He has 9 cards in the extra deck instead of just 3, which just was Steam Gyroid. He probably has both. Ambulance Rescue Roid, maybe he has Parasite Roid, potentially. Or probably one of the Super Vehigroids. I think Jumbo Drill came before Stealth Union, so he might have that. Not this decent card, but the fact is those stats as level 5, not great. You need the combo with Giant Rat to make it really easy. But that's not gonna happen. Not great stats for level 6. I can overcome that. Let's go Warrior Deck Griffin, which can't attack this turn because of Vengeful Box Spirit. But yeah, that you can. Although, actually, if they could have attacked, they would have taken out Zombie Tiger. So really, what they should have done was attack with Engineer, because they summoned that during the Hasselberry's turn last turn, 5 Giant Rat. Attacked into Zombie Tiger, take it out. Actually, with that, they would have then been able to take out Vengeful Bog Spirit, and then they would either set or tribute summon Rescue Roid. That would have been smarter. But the AI is unable to think that, it seems. Alright, so Prowler has Green Gadget, Engineer, and Gajilton Dragon. Didn't see where that came from, but I
負
don't
け
have to
ない
decide
の
who
俺
attacks
の
me.
ターンザウルス
Please use Fairy Meteor Crush on whatever your strongest attack monster is.
装備魔法発動バトル
And then actually attack with it.
ウケルドンモン
This
ス
is
タ
a
ー
test
で
for
攻
the
撃
AI. They do actually attack with Sabersaurus. Yes, that part of the AI was smart. I think they did that with Dark Triceratops earlier as well. I remember in Attack Force 1, something like a Dark Triceratops or Sabersaurus here equipped with Fairy Meteor Crush. Anything that it can inflict piercing damage still didn't attack first, even though it was way smarter.
とどめの一撃ザウルスモンスターでダイレクトアタック
Now that's a lot of damage!
負けちゃった僕はいつも爪が甘いんだよな
俺と恐竜さんの進化は青天井誰にも止められないザウルス
Alright, we have a lot of DP from all these duels, so we should be able to buy a bunch of packs. Let's go to the shop. Actually, it might be closed because it's late at night. Guess we're grabbing some cards. I guess tomorrow we'll do it. Mushroom Man, Goblin Thief, this card here, Magical Blast. I guess I'll just duel the people here, because I'm pretty sure every time you exit an area that the time does advance. And you have two areas before school and 3 after or something. Alexis is here, which is interesting. We get to see her deck for the first time. I'm pretty sure she has her ritual cards. The thing is, even though her Cyber Angels were released at some point, they were anime exclusives when this was released, so they might actually use the anime effects. So are the Cyber Angels much different? A little. I think they were slightly better in real life, so there might be a little less combos possible. I haven't looked at all of them. Alright, I'm gonna save and actually take a little break. Not for long. I'll be back in a few minutes, but I'll need to refill my water bottles. It's really warm here, and I need my drinks. I need my hydration. Make sure you you're hydrated, people. Gonna get something to eat as well, so I'll be back in a few minutes. I should just put it in the. I should just put it in the Be Right Back screen. There we go. I'm back, I'm back. And continue attack force. Turn this one off. Remind myself which characters are with which one, because they all walked around, so everyone's nowhere near their own partner. Oh, Kenjo. I remember him. What was his name spelled different? Is he special? He was in the first game as well. To make him mad, just use a cat. Pharaoh might be in this game. We'll see. Trouble getting the bracelet off. Well, you're not supposed to be able to take the bracelet off, Alexis. Let's have a duel. I want to see what your deck is like. Who she paired with? I don't remember. Does everyone walk around? With Bibin. Who used the same model as Nova, just different color here. Old Turtle, Cyber Angel. Alright. Let's see what this ritual deck is like. Probably a lot better than Attack Force 1 deck, because then she doesn't really have a lot of cards you've used in the anime. She doesn't really duel much in Season 1 anyway. Only Season 2, when she starts using Cyber Angel, she duels more. Jaden used duels loads. Definitely the most duels out of any main character in the history of the franchise. Sanju makes sense in the ritual deck. 3 cards in the extra deck, so that might still be Cyberblade. Dakini, that looks like the anime art. Which makes sense. It looks like her, hey, I'm gonna attack you animation is a bit longer for some reason. We'll just have to deal with that. I can click it away as well, like I can end any of those animations and just choose not to. Snatch Steal. I'm not gonna use that yet. Attack! Take that, Alexis. Alright, let's see what you have, Devin. What kind of cards? And how do they work with Alexis, or do they not work well in combo at all? Sometimes in tag duels, the partners do have useful, like tag ups. They change up. They still have mostly the same deck, at least in Tag Force 1, I speak from now. But they change a few cards around so that they can tag a little better. Force there. I'll set Fairy Meteor Crush because they didn't have Storm. And hopefully Hasselbar will equip it to whatever monster's strongest. And also he doesn't use Heavy Storm. That would be nice. There's a gorilla, please? Yes. Magic Brain. Does he? Pill? Yeah. Probably. Not sure what their set card is. Hyper Hammerhead I like to have because it can send him back to the hand. I use that in my deck as well in Attack Force 1. Also, it's a really nice monster to have to attack into a face and defense monster. Because it has a decent chance to beat it. But as the AI now realizes here, you can use it to get rid of it. So Hyper Hammerhead, yeah, sometimes you take a bit of recoil damage, but the opponent's monster should, under almost every condition, be gone. Whether it's destroyed by battle or it's sent back to the hand. It's a really nice card for that reason. For just games that play at a pace like this. Oh wait, I just realized. Because there's anime exclusive cards in the Tag Force games, I'm pretty sure the Dark Synchro cards, including the Dark Tuners, are in the 5D's Tag Force games, which is Tag Force 4, 5, 6. That would be very interesting. That would be really interesting. Wombat. I want to attack with Berserk Gorilla due to Fairy Meteor Crush, but I also want to attack with Hyper Hammerhead to make sure that monster disappears. There's 32 enough, yeah. The non-Hyper Hammerhead monsters together can deal enough damage, so I'll just stick with this one.
モンスター効果を使うわ
I have magic going back to the hand, so there's some counter fairy stuff. A little bit. And then her rituals plus maybe still Etoile Cyber,
やったわね
Blade Skater, Polymerization, Cyber Blader.
やったわね
And then
Deja vu, I've just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go.
for me that sound effect is very loud, but I can't properly hear what
負けね
the sound is like on stream.
俺と恐竜さ
If
んの
it's
進
too
化は
loud,
青天井
let me know in chat, and then I can lower it within stream element. I can't do a sound check then, but it'll always sound the same for me, unfortunately. Alright, Hasselbeck keeps being happier with me. I think I want to maybe go towards the first Archers with this deck. Alright, so we did that, beat him. Let's go for the teacher next. Oh, there was something I wanted to do after this duel. Oh yeah, I know. We can just start the duel. We'll be fine. Go against Dean. I did during the break earlier get some food. I'm gonna eat that now, so I'm muting myself so you won't hear me talking. I might put something in chat, Twitch chat anyway, because this is live on Twitch, not YouTube. I might type something in chat or just unmute myself if something really big or important happens, but otherwise I'll mute myself until I finish
俺
my
と
food.
恐竜さんの進化は誰にも止められないザウルスデュエル負けないドン俺のターンザウルスドロー手札からフィールド魔法発動一緒に戦うザウルスモンスターを特殊召喚デールドンモンスターを特殊召喚モンスターを生贄に捧げモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚ターンエンド行くぞ俺のターンドローモンスターをセットだカードをセットだターンエンドだぞモンスター効果発動だぞ行くぞ僕のターンドロー手札から魔法発動だこいつで行くモンスターを攻撃表示で召喚だバトルだいっけーモンスターで攻撃だモンスター効果発動だカードを セットだ。ターンエンドだ。負けないドン。俺のターンザウルス。ドロー。バトル。受けるドン。モンスターで攻撃。リバースカードオープン。永続トラップ発動だ。へのカッパドン。受けるドン。モンスターで攻撃。うわー。モンスターをセット。ターンエンド。行くぞ俺のターン。ドロー。バトルだ。ほらモンスターで攻撃だぞ。まだまだへっちゃらザウルス。モンスター効果発動だぞ。モンスターをセットだ。カードをセットだ。ターンエンドだぞ。リバースカードオープン。トラップ発動だぞ。行くぞ僕のターン。ドロー。こいつで行く。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚だ。ターンエンドだ。負けないドン。俺のターンザウルス。ドロー。手札からモンスター効果発動。
That Marshmallow being in attack position is a saver, because that really helps us. Even if Lele keeps in attack, we have the strongest monster, so Marshmallow being in attack is a good thing. If we can bring an Ultimate Tyranno, it's an even better thing. There's so much damage that take. In general, just taking care of so many monsters.
バトル。受けるドン。モンスターで攻撃。受けるドン。モンスターで攻撃。
Now that's a lot of damage!
ターンエンド。気合いだ。俺のターン。ドロー。バトルだ。ほらモンスターで攻撃だぞ。リバースカードオープン。永続トラップ発動。ほらモンスターで攻撃だぞ。へのカッパドン。
Damage step house about your shadow spell on the damage step so the attack continues. You would have dealt them damage and taken out one of the Lelas.
モンスターをセットだ。カードをセットだ。ターンエンドだぞ。 が力なり。俺はお前を信じていたぞ。俺と恐竜さんの進化は青天井。誰にも止められないざうるせえ。
I just realized what that guy's deck name means. 'Cause he played pure offense, so the final attack order was for his. That didn't work with this guy's card. Vultanus, I thought it reminded me of Volcanic, but that's obviously different. The Volcanics are used by Axel Brody in the game, so he won't use them because it's a major anime character. But wait, was this always an exit to the store? I never used it before. Not even Attack Force 1. Oh. Anyway, Vultanus. This Vultanus the Adjudicator. So he must have had a few counter traps that he could have used with Vultanus, and then he needed one or two like fairies on the field or something. I don't remember how Vultanus works. But probably he has some fairy cards to work with him, maybe some counter fairy stuff to make that work. Okay. Oh, we have one more team here. We have Kenjo here. And then Enzo isn't very happy. See if we can guess what it's like. We go first, and their deck names are Mushroom Man 1 and Burning Away. Mushroom Man 1, I think, was his name in the first game. Burning Away might be either a fire deck or power deck, or it's a burn deck in general, which so that means effect damage. Mushroom Man 1, I think, was something like that was Kenjo's deck name anyway, so he just has a bunch of somewhat weak normal monsters.
負けないドン。俺のターンザウルス。ドロー。モンスターをセット。カードをセット。ターンエンド。行くぞ。僕のターン。ドロー。手札から魔法発動だ。
Remember how I said weak cards? That is one of the most useless cards. Like, I guess it has a positive effect, but there's so many better cards.
モンスターをセットだ。カードをセットだ。ターンエンドだ。モンスター効果発動だ。行くぞ。私のターン。ドロー。
をセットする。カードをセットする。ターンエンドだ。
負けないドン。俺のターンザウルス。ドロー。モンスターを生贄に捧げ、モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚。バトル。
If I remember what he had
モ
to
ンス
say,
ターで攻撃。
I would have used
リバー
Bill
スカードオープン。トラップ発動する。
and Malevolent Nuzzler on the rat.
まだまだへっちゃらザウルス。
Also, it was an accident that it didn't set my drop cards. It was that thing that happened earlier in the stream, but I thought it was still in battle phase. So I just clicked right once to go to main phase 2, but it was in main phase 2, so I went
こ
to
の
end phase.
瞬間、
My
リ
mistake.
バースカードオープン。トラップ発動する。
ターンエンド。行くぞ、僕のターン。ドロー。こいつで行く。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚だ。バトルだ。いっけー。モンスターでダイレクトアタックだ。まだまだへっちゃらザウルス。いっけー。モンスターでダイレクトアタックだ。まだまだへっちゃらザウルス。カードをセットだ。ターンエンドだ。
私のターン。ドロー。バトル。覚悟しろ。モンスターでダイレクトアタックする。ターンエンドだ。
ダメだドン。強すぎる。俺のターンザウルス。ドロー。手札から魔法発動。
I wouldn't say that's a great Destiny draw. It's probably one of his Destiny draw cards. I'm
魔
not
法
sure what
発動。
all of them are. That is way. Oh, that into the evolution pill is good. Why would he?
ターンエンド。
He could normal summon his Ultimate Tyranno and take out all of his monsters. He played the pill that actually make use of
こ
it.
いつで行く。モンスターを攻撃表示で召喚だ。
Come on. I can't summon your monsters for you, Hasselberry. You have to do it yourself.
バトルだ。いっけー。モンスターで攻撃だ。
I know what the next guy has in his hand. It's another Numinous Healer. And then there's Mystical Space Typhoon and... the kind of a one trap? I don't remember what it is. Another Numinous Healer and MS Fear.
ターンエンドだ。
Alright, Warrior Digrapher. I'm going to take a Fire Princess, because then they don't get an extra summon, they don't get a search, and also we don't get the burn damage. Also, I should have put Giant Rat in attack position. So, either attack with it or just to crash and then attack again. That was just not smart for me. At least this way they can't beat it. Yet.
行くぞ私のターン
We'll see what Enzo can do. His first three cards can't beat me, but his fourth card can. That is Premature Burial. I don't remember exactly everything that's in their graveyard. And they go with Mother Grizzly, so they can't actually beat me yet. That is good. So hopefully Hasselberry will remember he could summon
カードをセットする
Ultimate Tyranno, because he could deal so much damage with it.
ターンエンドだ
Still don't remember what the other trap is that he
負
has.
けないどん俺のター
I
ン
don't think they'll let me steal the pill.
ドロー
We need Ultimate Tyranno now, Hasselberry. Come on.
出るぞ
Ultimate Tyranno.
アルティメットティラ
Yes!
ノ
Because then he attacks all of them. And because he attacks every monster each, every monster that's summoned with Mother Grizzly and Giant Rat is a new monster, therefore we can attack that one too. As long as that one trap that I don't remember can't stop us, we win. They'll heal a bit with Numinous Heal, like is it 1500 life points?
出るどんアブソリュートバイト
MST can't stop us. Let's go, Hasselberry, let's go. Tyranno,
リ
Tyranno.
バースカード
Let's call him Hasselberry, at least Jaden does in the game, so I'm gonna say Hasselberry. That's the name I'm more used to. I guess Kenzan, because that's what they call him in Japanese. Which is still a surname. Not Tyranno.
モンスター効果発動する
Oh yeah, because they heal now. They Tyranno optimally should have attacked Fire Princess first and then the rest. But they only have one Numinous Heal already.
へのカッパドン
They don't play the effect because they know Ultimate Tyranno. That is also smart. Because they know there's something big that can still attack. Not sure why Giant Rat wasn't put in attack position though.
ターンエンド
You're in a much better position now though. Because of that Ultimate Tyranno play. Very well done, Tyranno.
モンスターをセットだターンエンドだ
Let's go. Draw. How would that stay on the field for 3 of your opponents since you can't make use of it during the opponent's turn? Why can't Giant Red... Oh, Giant Red can attack, but Tyranno has to attack first. Ultimate Biter! Eat him! Almost there. Very close. And I'll probably make this my final duel. And then do shop and buying cards and rebuilding my deck off stream.
発動する
Chances are I'll stream this game again. Not sure when. I'll probably be much farther into the story with other
カード
characters.
をセットする
I'm not gonna do the entire playthrough here,
ターンエン
but
ド
I will share it on YouTube.
このマナを
Both
スキ
because
ルダウル
that way
俺のタ
I
ー
can
ンドン
have some free videos in a sense, but also because I am working towards a really cool new Yu-Gi-Oh series, and I hope that through these putting up these live streams on YouTube, I do get people get Yu-Gi people back and new Yu-Gi people in, get people excited.
ターンエ
I'm
ンド
not a fan of that. He should have normal summoned Morphing Jar, but he doesn't realize that that's his win condition. Normal summon and direct attack with Morphing Jar.
モンスターをセットだターンエンドだ
Just need 200 damage. Where's Sparks when you need it? Seriously, where is Sparks? I don't want to summon Deathswarm back because they'll just take it out. I have enough monsters as
私の
defense.
ターンドロー
I think they stalled me because I was so close to winning.
モンスターをセットするターンエンドだ
They just need to take out level limit. And now morphing jar thing doesn't work. He might run to Dust Tornado. Pretty sure he has Dust Tornado. Yes! Giant Trunade! That's the way out. And because now the only things they have are defense monsters, Giant Trunade helps Black Tyranno's effect. We can direct attack. We don't need Ultimate Tyranno. No! Black Tyranno can direct attack. The win condition is on your field. They only have defense monsters. Guess the AI isn't programmed to do that, but... Actually, no. Sorry, Ultimate Tyranno has to attack first. Forgot. Can attack all monsters, but in return it has to attack first. We win anyway, let's go. Black Tyranno direct attack for the win. I will see what happens when I leave this area though, because I want to see if the game continues to the next day, what that looks like. They have some extra dialogue, and then I'll stop it after. Going well with the first heart. Probably will use the sandwiches and some other things to increase it later, because it's taking many hours to just get it up one heart. Was this always here? In First Stack Force? I'm gonna have to try that now. Has this always been in the back of the shop? Because I don't remember it, and I've never been here. I've never seen this. This must be the staff break room. I don't remember that being a thing. I'm gonna have to check that out after the stream. Sandwich what? We're going to sleep. Alright. Go to bed. Next day. Do this again. Let's move out. She's still here, therefore still in the way of the card. Right, that'll be it for the stream today. Thank you very much for watching. It was fun seeing a good amount of you here. People on YouTube, if you want to catch my streams live, you can use the link in the description to my Twitch. You can follow me, and then you can get a notification to see when I'm live. I normally always stream on Saturday, and then 1 or 2 times throughout the week if I'm not busy with things like uni. Sometimes I don't stream on Saturday because of things like IndyCar or like racing that I watch and follow. Formula E might be a thing as well. But usually my standard stream day is Saturday. Thank you for watching. I will see you all next time. Make sure you always remember that you are